Hey there, this is Red. It's time for a Red Reveals. So, Role Player is a game that I've got, well, it's the game that I've got on the table here. It's a game that I've looked at for a while and wanted to get my hands on, and now obviously I've got my hands on it. I guess this dates back to the days when I played D&D in the old, there was a Marvel Superheroes role-playing game. So, Marvel Superheroes role-playing game. We played a few times, but I made like well over 250 characters for that game. I love character creation. Just all the iterations of going through that is a lot of fun. So, role player really appealed to me because if you look at role player, what you're doing during this game is you're making a character. Now, from what it looks like in this game, as you make the character, you're not really going to use the character for anything. You're just kind of collecting the dice, and it's almost kind of like an Azul type thing where you're trying to get tiles and put them into place and get the right number combinations. Kind of also like, well, it's not really Yahtzee because you're getting a dice and you're putting it somewhere, but then you can do an action where you flip things. Anyway, the base idea behind the game is you're creating a character, which really, really appeals to me. So, what I want to do is I want to do an opening. We'll unbox this and see what's in here. And then later on, we'll go through and we'll do some playthroughs of this because I'm very excited for this game. So this is from, what is it, Thunderworks Games. There's a couple expansions out there for this right now. I think it's like maybe Fiends and Familiars, and the other one's a Monsters thing, which I've got those two, and we'll do an opening of those after we do a little bit of this. All right. So if we take a look here, we've got ages 10 plus, 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes. Let's see here. On the back here, we've got, what does it say there? Mighty heroes don't just appear out of thin air. They must be created. Race, class, alignment, skills, traits, and equipment are all elements of the perfect hero. Ready to take on the opposition in the quest for glory and riches? In Role Player, you compete with your opponents to create the greatest fantasy adventurer who has ever lived, preparing to embark on an epic quest. And you've got an elf here, which is a savage druid, and then for like alignment, it says narcissist, which that's pretty fitting for an elf. I'm down with that. That's about right. All right. So let's see what comes in the box here. Let's get her out. Oh, okay. Hey, guess what? There's a rule book. Amazing. All right. I like the size of the rule book here. It's a big rule book, well spaced, so I'm not feeling like the rules are going to be too complicated because we've got, was it 15 pages here? 16 with a back page, and there's lots of spacing on this, and there's lots of pictures. So I don't think the rules are going to be too complicated. Should be able to figure it out pretty quick. And I tend to flip through rule books backwards. I don't know why that is. I've seen other people do that too. It just seems kind of natural to do it that way. Anyway, there we go. So rule book, not too bad. Looks like some punch out player sheets. Oh, there's a pretty good stack of them. So we've got looks like a dwarf, and we've got a human, a dragonkin. They're two-sided. You've got an elf. So it looks like male on one side and female on the other side. I don't know how that applies to dragonkin. I don't know. Is there a male and a female dragonkin? It looks like the traits remain the same. So I see +2 strength here, -2 dex. On the flip side, +2 strength, -2 dex. So it doesn't matter which gender you're choosing. So we've got an orc, and then an orc, and a halfling, and a halfling. Cool. All right, so we got a bunch of characters. That is a big old bag of dice. I love dice, so there we go. That's pretty cool. And I like actually that it's the pip dice and not the numbered dice. I think that adds to this game a lot, so that's good. We got some little cubes. Assume those are for character tracking of some sort. What else? a bag of bags. I assume that's for all of the tokens. This is your big bag. I believe the dice go in here. So as you choose, you don't know what the heck you're getting until you choose it. And we've got some cards. Oh, lots of cards. So let's see what we've got for cards, because we're all about the cards here. All right, let's start. Oh, what do we want to start with? Oop, hey, there's a little bag. There's a tiny baggie. All right, we'll throw that in there. Let's start with this set of cards, because this one looks actually like a pretty lame set of cards. So we'll start there. And I have to get the knife out because I can't get the little tab off. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we've got. So we've got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe these are the initiative cards that help you decide which way you go shopping in the game. Then we have, these look like the, what are these? These are the classes. So you've got Sorcerer, Wizard. Let's do a close-up on one of those. So you've got a Sorcerer there. And then on the flip side, you've got a Wizard. So they're pretty close. I mean, we've got the same basic type, but their stats are a little bit different. What you get to get bonuses change. And then it looks like they've got a trait here. After buying a trait card, you may take an intelligence attribute action. And on this side, you have when discarding a card from the market, gain 4 gold instead of 2. Ah, cool. So you have different abilities depending upon which side you choose. All right, so we've got a wizard, a sorcerer wizard, and we've got a rogue thief. We've got a cleric paladin. I guess I could do these over here. Let's go back a second. I'm flipping through these, and these actually have things you might want to read. So let me do those over here. So we've got a paladin, cleric. All right, I'll move that there. Let's do it like this. Will that fit? Oh, that does fit. All right, so then we've got a thief, rogue. There's the sorcerer. Wizard. Got a bard. And the other option is monk. Got a ranger. Other option is a druid. A warrior, with the flip side option being a barbarian. All right. Now we've got some backstory cards. All right, what do we have for backstories? Let's see what we've got here. So we've got a backstory of a street urchin. And I believe these are, if you place the colored dice in those locations, you get bonus victory equal to that. All right. So you got a street urchin, you got a savant, savage, resilient, persecuted, lost soul, devoted, rift walker. Wow, there's a lot of these in there. Patrician, a mentor, a hunter, exonerated. That's interesting. Craftsman. You could be a craftsman barbarian. Chosen one. Brawler. You could be a brawler wizard. That's got to happen somewhere. And then aristocrat. Cool. I like all the backstories. That's kind of fun. That adds some good flavor. And really, it's just about where your dice go and getting you to some extra points, because it doesn't look like they really add any attributes. It's kind of a flavorful way to give you some bonuses to go after. So I like that. All right, and what do we have here? And these cards just look like point scoring cards. Yep, point scoring cards. And on the back side, it's got the play sequence. Ah, there we go. Roll, dice, market, cleanup. Sounds pretty straightforward. All right. It's always nice to have little play sequence cards. I like when games do that. And it's pretty cool that your in-game scoring is on the back side of that. So once you get done, then that helps you keep track of points. kudos for that. That's pretty good design there. All right, let's take a look at these cards. These look kind of fun. I think these are the market cards. So these are like traits and abilities you can buy throughout the game. Another way to score some points. All right, so let's see here. We'll go over here. What do we got? We've got famous, envious. So these are traits. All right. Courageous, dedicated, diplomacy. That's actually a skill. You got an armor, so leather pauldrons. And then it looks like you get bonuses if you are of a class. Like I think the rogue was the black class, so therefore you would get another bonus victory point if you happen to be of that class. That's cool. So and it looks like if you have a set of them, if you have 3, you get 5. If you have 4, you get 8. Nice. All right, so we've got leather pauldrons, leather gloves, leather boots, leather greaves. So I think there was that a total of 4 leather items? Let me double check here. Go back and look. So there's 4 leather items, so to get the bonus, you'd have to get all 4 of them. Okay. So then there's a mystic set. And we've got a cloak, some robes, a cowl. So there's only 3 in the mystic set? 1, 2, yeah, okay. Well, there's only 3 in the mystic set, but it only goes up to 3. So, aha, that makes sense. All right, so in the chain set, there must be 5. It goes all the way up to 10 points. That's a lot. All right, so we got chain leggings, a chain tunic, a chain helm, chain vambraces, chain gorgets. All right, so I guess one of the things to look at there is you could be the rogue and get the chain set, and you could wear it. There's nothing preventing you from doing that. You just don't get the extra little boost there at the end. So you could possibly, as a rogue, collect the chain. Interesting. Or as a wizard, even. All right, so we've got skill, sleight of hand, cure wounds, knowledge, move silently, intimidate, climb, open lock, could be the barbarian lock opener, acrobatics. I think the barbarian just screamed at the lock, open! All right, pickpocket, negotiate, search, concentrate, obnoxious. Oh, that's got to be for the bard. Loyal, honest. Yeah, that's not for the bard. Greedy, cunning, obsessed. That's a great picture. I love that. Compassionate, focused, reckless, foolish. That's for the rogue, halfling rogue. Clumsy, weak. So, yeah, not for the barbarian. There we go. Proud. That's you automatically get 2 victory points. That's kind of nice. It's got a cost of 5 though. All right, nimble, honorable, steadfast. Oh, so this one was, so the steadfast was gain 2 for every weapon card that you have. I don't think we've seen a lot of weapon cards yet, but I think we're just getting to them. So there's a heavy crossbow, quarterstaff, an ancient spear, Tower Shield. So counts as additional armor card for one incomplete set when scoring armor cards. So interestingly, I wonder if the Tower Shield has the most value in the Mystic set. Or whether it makes the most value in the Chain set. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Longbow. Jeweled Dagger. Ooh, I like the art on that. That's a pretty dagger. Blessed Mace. And a Longsword. All right. That's a neat set of cards. I like those. So those are all the different attributes you can get. I like it so far. This is pretty cool. All right, so next up we have, what are these? These are alignment cards. So I think these get randomly assigned to you at the beginning too. So you could end up being, so like you've got a hermit, right? So you could be a, I don't know, you could be an aristocratic hermit. Shoot, where'd my other cards go? There we go. So you could be an aristocratic hermit monk, which might actually make kind of sense. Or you could be an aristocratic, oh, that would be interesting. You could be an aristocratic druid. Do they have aristocratic druids? I could see a hermit druid, but I don't know. Anyway, there you go. So you got hermit, you got neurotic, and see, it looks like you try to drive neurotic, lawful evil. It's going to give you more victory points, whereas if you're away from it, you have fewer victory points. All right. Eccentric. Protector. Scoundrel. There's the Han Solo. Arbiter. Lunatic. All the way down to Chaotic Evil. The Renegade. Free Spirit, which is all about the chaos. Rebel. I think we saw the Rebel already. There's twice the Rebel. Sociopath, which makes you lawful evil. Interesting. Champion is all about the lawful. Narcissist. We've got a Sentinel. Guardian, a Maniac, and a Truth Seeker, which is all about the lawful good. All right, that looks like everything in the Role Player box. So next up, it's going to be a game of Role Player. I think we're going to have to get that going. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that solo, because there's a way to do solo, or I'll proxy 2 players. I think I'll probably proxy 2 players for Role Player, because I don't think there's any hidden information in this game. I think it's all out front, so I could just do a 2-player game and just act like I'm playing 2 players. So anyway, there we go. That's an unboxing of Role Player. Do you have it already? What do you think? The expansions, there's 2 of them out there. I think they're kickstarting. I'm not sure if the third thing is Role Player Adventures right now, if that actually relates to the game, or that's just kind of in the universe. I'm going to have to go look at all this stuff. But if you've got the expansions, let me know what you think about the expansions. Do they add a lot to the game, or is the base game the main thing? So that's it for now. That's an unboxing of Role Player, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.